Hi guys, Diane here. I just wanted to spend a couple minutes with you guys today talking about pivoting. We've heard so much about pivoting and it's all over the news. Pivot your business, pivot your leadership, pivot your products, your services. Everything is about pivoting. And it's because we are in kind of an unprecedented time right now where, we're not working in a quote unquote normal environment. And so we have to address that. So that's what everyone is talking about when they're talking about pivoting. They're not talking about making a complete 180 in your business, scrapping the whole thing, the whole structure of your business, and starting over. What we're talking about when we're talking about pivoting is making adjustments to your business. And I do want to address the fact that, when you pivot, you're not just doing it when, there's a pandemic like we're in right now. You should pivot your business whenever there is an impactful event to your industry, whenever there's a impactful event in the market, like what's happening now, or there's some sort of impactful event to your sector, right? So pivots are about the small adjustments that we're making to address what is happening, the changes to our market, to our industry, to our sector, right? That's what pivoting is all about. So we are in a time right now where it is unprecedented. And we all have to think about how we're going to restructure, how we're going to address what's going on. That's why you're seeing so much news out there about pivoting and making adjustments to your overall business. So let's actually talk about pivots. Let's talk about what it means to really pivot your business, right? So when we're talking about adjustments, when we think about pivots, I want you to think about adjustment to your business to address an ongoing concern or impactful issue or challenge or new development within your industry or sector, right? That's what I want you to think about when you think about pivoting going forward. So now that you know that, so what can you pivot? What do you do to pivot your business, right? This is about taking the pieces of your business and looking at them with a little more depth. Think about your business overall. Think about your products. Think about the services that you offer and think about how they can address and align with what is needed in the market right now based on what's happening. So because we're in, a little bit of a state of a pandemic, well, I don't want to say it's a little bit, we are in a pandemic. When you think about your pivot, you should think about your products and your services in a way that says, hey, how am I going to address what's happening? How is my business addressing what's happening? And what adjustments to my business or my service offerings should I make or can I make to really be supportive of what people want to hear right now? Right now, there's a lot of uncertainty. Right now, there is a lot of concern. There's a lot of there's a lot of health concern. There's a lot of infrastructure and capacity concerns right now. So those are examples of things that you can take into account when you're thinking about how to pivot your business. You're thinking about how do I talk about my product a little bit differently? How do I promote it a little bit differently? How do I package certain things to be a little bit more impactful to what people really need right now? That is the purpose of a pivot, right? And there's also a positive outcome for this time that we're in. um, I don't want to say that there's any really positive events to a pandemic, but because of what's happening, because of the way that the market has shifted and reacted to the ongoing pandemic, you now have access to an audience that you never would have had access to before, right? So how are you going to address that audience? How are you going to capture them? Things have not slowed down, right? Things are still going, businesses are still operating, they still need support to run. There's still a need for products and services. The way that you put it out there, the way that you package and present them is what needs to shift so that you can take advantage of where people are at today, what they're feeling today. That is the purpose of your pivot. All right. So I hope that gives you some clarity and insight into what you can do right now to pivot your business. But if you still need help, if you're still not sure what to do, or if you're just getting started online or you want to have a conversation, drop me a note or reach out to me and schedule a time for me to speak. I love chatting with you guys, and I'm always happy to offer support and resources and guidance to people who are just getting started, who are coming online, who are not sure what to do next. All right. So reach out to me. I can definitely help you. And I want to help you. I want us all to thrive, when we make it to the other side of this. All right. So until next time, this is Diane. Bye.